Hello, ladies. How are we?
Good. How are you?
I am doing great. Emily in Paris season 2 is such a fun ride for me, but at the start, maybe not so much for Emily herself. Can you talk about this? You know, she's at a crossroads. She likes Gabrielle, but then she also likes Camille, and she cannot have both. What is that like for her?
It's a predicament. It's a sticky situation. But honestly, I think throughout the season, we get to see Emily become more comfortable and confident within Paris itself, and therefore within herself in the city. And I think that not only that, but having Mindy as her roommate to be able to talk to and vent to and like cry with and laugh with, really helps kind of solidify her perspective on the situation and the pros and cons. And because she wears her emotions on her sleeve and she's like a really good moral person, I think she's able to kind of put aside the like romance with Gabrielle because of her friendship also with Camille. And Camille says like, it's off the table. Like you can't do this. And she's like, okay, great. I've been given the go ahead to not, and now I can move on. And that's when Alfie comes into play. And then it obviously has its ups and downs and tricky bits as it would for the show. But I think deep down, Emily just is a good person who truly values her friendships. And she's just like any person experiencing a new situation. She's just got to go with the flow and figure it out in the moment.
Well, I think she does, an admirable job of that. So well done, Emily. Camille, not only do you have to deal with your boyfriend and friend doing whatever they are doing, but at the same time, Emily is still responsible for Champère and the future of your family's company. Can you talk about maneuvering that situation?
Yeah, I think Camille is a businesswoman, so she doesn't mix her personal life, at least she tries to, with her job. She wants her family to be successful and the brand to be successful. So she's kind of separate or compartment the two, like the private life and the job. But also she's a little bit mad at Emily, of course, so she's not so nice to her while they're doing meetings. So yeah, but she tries to separate, I think, job and private life.
Which is very important to do and hard to do when you're living in this show. However, Ashley, I have to say I love Mindy's storyline this season. I'm glad that we get to hear your fabulous voice all the more and explore that, as the aspirational artistic side of her life. Can you talk about the many jobs she takes on this season as an artist?
Yeah, I love that, the aspirational artistic side. Yeah, I think she's like really come into, like, she has a very fluctuating identity and she's realizing how lost she is a bit, which is all the more fun, especially when you now have a really good home and friend in a place that was foreign to you. So I think that we just get to see a lot more of her, like a different spectrum of emotion from her as she's thrust into these situations that she doesn't really know what to do either. Like it's season 1, we see her a lot of helping Emily navigate situations that she's never been in and a culture that she's never been a part of. And this season, we kind of see her softer side, more personal and background and internal stuff going on. And that's all with the foil of having a friend there to be able to open up to for the first time.
I love that. Finally, Lily, I love Emily's outfits. I think they're so unique and awesome. How much say do you have in that? And what does it say about her that she dresses like this?
Well, I love the fact that Emily is unapologetically herself, and her personality and her fashion is bright, bold, bubbly, and a little bit obvious. And it's always fun to see what Patricia and Marilyn have in store for every episode. We do hours long fittings, as do these women here, which are just always like a kid in a candy shop, just kind of picking and choosing different things. But both of them, Marilyn and Patricia, are incredibly collaborative. They put together ideas, but then they just say, well, what sticks out to you? What do you want to wear? What do you feel good in? And then every outfit is chosen specifically for different scenes based on the emotion. There's like so many underlying elements to each outfit and the metaphorical nature of what is on the outfits and the layering. And there's so much that goes into it that not everyone's going to obviously know from just watching it, but we feel it. And the attention to detail makes a world of difference. And being able to go into your wardrobe in the morning and have just things laid out and a choice, like we are given choices every day. What jewelry do you want to wear? Ashley brings her own sometimes. Like Camille has introduced new designers to the show and brought in smaller brands, bigger brands, vintage pieces. Like we all are so incredibly grateful to have the voice within our characters because it's when you put your outfit on, you feel different. And then you represent your character differently. And for all of us to have a say is like really empowering.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, thank you ladies so much. I love the outfits and I loved season 2. So I can't wait to
Thank you. Thanks so
Have
much.
a great day.